All right, next it's important to shine some light on this story right here. Nabisco workers go on strike against outsourcing in longer hours. So the lead into the story is eventually going to transition into uh, Danny DeVito. But it's important to provide all of you with more background on the strike first. Hundreds of workers at Nabisco, the maker of popular snacks like Oreo cookies and Chips Ahoy, have gone on strike, citing concerns about the outsourcing of jobs to Mexico and demand of contract concessions from parent company Mondelez. State of play. The strike began with the work stoppage and a 24-hour picket lines allocation in Portland before spreading to Aurora, Colorado and Richmond, Virginia. The workers are part of the Bakery, Confectionery, Tobacco Workers, Grain Millers International Union, which announced a strike. The BCTGM has yet to reach an agreement with Mondelez on new contracts, and union representatives told Huffington Post the strike comes after years of frustration with the employer. They said Mondelez has proposed changes to pay and healthcare coverage that would undermine the jobs. The snack maker has also proposed lengthening shifts and increasing mandatory work on weekends, per Vice News. Worth noting, the strike comes after the consolidation of East Coast baking operations to the Richmond location, which resulted in the loss of several hundred jobs in Bergen County, New Jersey, Patch reports. What they're saying, BCTGM members across the union and across the country are coming together in solidarity with our striking brothers and sisters to take a stand against Nabisco's shameful and destructive regard for workers, their families, and the communities in which they live, the union statement reads. The other side. Our goal has been and continues to be to bargain in good faith with the BCT GM leadership across our U.S. bakeries and sales distribution facilities to reach new contracts that continue to provide our employees with good wages and competitive benefits, Mondelez wrote in a statement. So this is a good moment to stop buying the snacks like the Nabisco snacks like Oreo cookies and Chips Ahoy, because these are things that will help provide leverage against the company when they're trying to strike. And this is just goes to show another critical moment in the worker movement, as we saw with the Frito-Lay factory. The unfortunate part with that strike was the only victory that they got was making sure they got one day off a week. And I hope for a bigger victory to happen with this strike that's unfolding, and to make sure to avoid Nabisco Products. So let's pull up that Nabisco Products list real quick. That way everyone here understands the products that you shouldn't be buying right now. So give me a moment for this to load. And this is just another example of a prelude to the general strike that we're eventually going to get a first attempt at on October 15th. As I generally like to mention, anytime uh, as a connecting point to direct action. And it's also great to mention whenever these worker strikes happen, and hopefully this will be more successful. But let's see the Nabisco products: Nutter Butter, Cheese Nips, Easy Cheese, Ginger Snaps, Honey Made, Premium, Oreo, Nilla, Newtons, Kraft Handy Snacks, Ritz, Sour Patch Kids, Swedish Fish, Teddy Grahams, Triscuit, and Wheat Thins. So, uh, if you already have these products left over in your home, uh, don't let that be a reason to not finish it, because it's people are struggling for food, and you still may need uh, this food to get by if you already have it. Just remember, once what you do have these products in your home runs out, to not buy it, and choose alternatives that aren't under the Nabisco umbrella. But let's Nabisco partnerships, because while it is good to directly boycott buying the products they directly make, uh, going beyond that level is also important in these strikes as well. And having a partnership, knowing the companies that they're connected with, will also make sure that you hold more pressure as well, to know that the connections that are had beyond that direct level, just like with the strike of Frito-Lay. While it is good to stop buying the product that is most directly tied to the company, it is also better to make sure that you know every single product connected to it. And even though it does become a lot more challenging to avoid the products that aren't as closely tied, it is also extremely important to know those, because if you can get those less closely tied products to be hurting as well, guess what? Their partnership is now going to be part of being pressured in the process. So here's some other products: 5 Star, Alpengold, Barney, Belvita, Cadbury Dairy Milk and Cadbury products, Clorettes, Club Social, Cote Dior, Enjoy Life Foods, Freya, Halls, Who, King Dough, Lacta, Lou, Marabou, Maynard's Bassett's, Milka, Perfect Snacks, Philadelphia, mainly known for cream cheese, Prince, Royal Baking Powder, Stride, Tang, Tate's Bake Shop, Tiger, Toblerone, Trident, Triscuit, Toque, Wheat Thins. So Mondelez definitely has quite a few more products well beyond the ones in that Nabisco website list. And you know what else would also be another way to evolve the level of pressure that this company, Nabisco Strike, it's including major food chains into the mix that use products from Mondelez International. And next we go into what had happened with Danny DeVito, the well-known actor here. And what I will say is, Danny DeVito was a Bernie Sanders supporter. I believe both presidential runs, and the fact that I do believe that he is one of the more principled uh, celebrity left, unlike virtually all the other Bernie supporting celebrities who just immediately capitulated to uh, the vote blue no matter who portion of the Democratic Party. So let's see what happened here. Here's DeVito's tweet on Wednesday. Support Nabisco workers striking for humane working hours, fair pay, outsourcing jobs, no contracts, no snacks. Now look at that tweet yesterday. Notice something? Danny DeVito lost his blue check. And here's what I suspect. You know that new Twitter feature which allows people to report misleading political information? What I'm thinking is a lot of people who are against Danny DeVito advocating for better working conditions for the people of Nabisco did not like it, and they mass reported it as misleading information. And I think that may have triggered the temporary loss of his blue check. Because what you'll notice right now is it's returned, good, but it's also a big problem with this social media platform. And I have a feeling this won't be the last time that a blue check celebrity advocating for left wing rights, such as improving the conditions for workers, will go through this. Although I do give credit to even the liberal blue checks here for even complaining about this happening to Danny DeVito. And that will be about all the credit your average liberal blue check will get. Because when it comes down to it, I don't think your average liberal blue check account truly cares about following through on advocating for workers' rights and taking the actions of boycotting product in order to help as leverage in the situation. They will try to say the right things, but what do you know? And it's going to be part of the dangerous slope that Twitter's going to go through now as they try to determine which information is true or not. And instead of, this great concept of letting the public determine what's true or what's not true, and the fact that there's people out there who have truly lost the trust of people being capable of doing this. But back to the point here with Danny DeVito. This is very good that he is shining light on this issue. And what's the unfortunate part is we may not truly know the reasoning for him losing his blue check. But this sounds like a dangerous scenario here that I don't think it'll be the last time some blue check celebrity advocates for something left wing, then ends up getting their blue check taken away. And another example of a person who could be in risk of that is Susan Sarandon, probably the top example of a class traitor for the left. And Danny DeVito is up there as well. Even though I wish that the small amount of solid class traders that we do have in the millionaire class would be a bit more vocal, and like Susan Sarandon is. But this is a good moment to do it, though. And I would like to see these Nabisco workers get more of a victory than those of Frito-Lay.